Hey, howdy, hey friends and neighbors, patrons or Patreons. I thought I would do a little video to show you what I'm doing with my chickens. I've updated in the last few months. I know these aren't plants, but it is part of the, homesteading, survival, natural experience. So, a couple of years ago I updated. I went from chicken wire to just this straight, what do they call this, hardware cloth, because we've had trouble with dogs and animals tearing into there and they can't get through that. So I recommend anybody that lives around dogs to do that. I've tried to close them off entirely. It's definitely not predator proof, but the netting across the top has kept any, hawks or owls from coming down and getting the little chickaroos. Over the years, I've had many different coops and nest box designs, almost entirely made from leftover and junk material. I got these supports from a friend that does woodworking, and these were, he cuts down his own trees, and these are the outside little planks he cuts off, so they're junk. And we're giving the chickens a little green treat to keep them healthy and happy, because we give them the chicken food, but they just destroy any plant life. Actually, you can see back there I've added a little growing bed. I'm trying to, it's got some hardware cloth over it, and I'm trying to get the greens to grow through it, so that way they have some regenerating greens that they can't just destroy. They can only get to the top growing section. This is the new feeder. I've updated all the feeding and nesting boxes because I didn't want to have to keep going inside. And this way, if I can scoot this back up, the rain knocks it down. But there's the feeder, and I've got the food in here, and it's close enough that I can reach in and refill it without going in there, but I can still see it and see how much they have. And it's closed in from the prevailing winds and weather, and it even has this little plastic flap to keep any rain from this direction, to discourage it. So that's a good update. If that gives anybody any ideas if they want chickens. Hopefully it does. Here's their new nesting box. Before it was inside, and we had to go in every day. And a couple of these little rooster boogers think they're a lot bigger than they are, and they'll try to run at you. But they have a ramp leading up to a hole I cut in here. And then this is hinged so that we can get in there and get the eggs. Yeah, I think we've got them already. And then more of that clear plastic just to help keep the wood lasting longer. Yeah, they're water. And okay, don't judge me. You're gonna think this is not a real chicken coop. There's not a fourth wall. But let me tell you what, I understand this is not how real coops are supposed to be. But I've had real coops. They don't look like it much anymore, but I've had real ones. They never go inside. And I would take them and I would close them inside for a week, give them food and water, but so that they would home in on it as home base. And for a day or two, they would go back in. But the poor dumb things, they don't want to go in. And I used to have a much bigger one here with lots of space, lots of choices, lots of perches, and they wouldn't go in the thing. So they would get on the top of it, and they would get rained on and snowed on and look miserable. So this way I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to make them think that they're outside. I'm not going to put a fourth wall on it. I'm going to let them climb up. And this is about at the level that they were perching anyway. And so they can find a spot in here, and at least they have a roof. At least they have 3 walls to protect them from the rain. So I know this is not really how you're supposed to get your chicken setup done, but it's a lot better than what they had, and they are choosing to go in there. Actually, at first, they were all getting on top of the feeder and pooping on top of that thing, but eventually they moved their way back over here. So, that is my chicken setup. We have not had possum or raccoon trouble in a long time in the pen. We had some chickens that were outside, and they did get eaten, but not the ones in the pen, and this is not airtight, so I don't know if the possums, they're just like, well, I'll just eat a few eggs that got left or some of the chicken food. Oh, hey, little bird over there. So, oh, hello, chicken. Are you going to try to peck and get some of that green? Well, that's been the little update. I hope it was something useful. I'm going to go and try to do something useful, too. I'll see you guys later. Hope everybody's having a great time and, a happy holidays, a Merry Christmas, a happy Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And I'll see you in another video or post. Bye.